So today I am reviewing The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I read this probably about a week ago, but this is the first chance I had to film a review. This book is about a boy named Thomas who ends up in this lift with no idea who he is or where he is or anything. And he comes out of the lift to this place called the Glade, and it's full of boys about his age who all don't have any memory of where they came from either. And they're surrounded by this huge maze, and every day 4 boys go into the maze and try and figure it out, but they haven't been able to figure out a way out or what the maze means or anything. And so Thomas is thrust into this new world with no idea who he is or anything else. The way the Glade, this place where they are, works is every month 1 new boy comes, and the day after Thomas gets there, a girl comes. And it's the first girl that's ever come, and the first day they've had 2 people come in a row. And she kind of sends this ominous message, kind of like everything is about to change. And that's where the book really picks up. So overall I really liked this book, but there was a couple things that I didn't like that much. I found this book really hard to get into for some reason. I liked it overall, and the world was really interesting. It was hard to read for me, and I'm not sure why that is. I don't know if it's the author's writing style or the characters or something, but it was very hard for me to get into. I still liked it and enjoyed it, but it was a bit slow for me. As a main character, I did enjoy Thomas. There wasn't anything that great. Like, I didn't love his character, but I did enjoy it. I also really like Newt and Minho. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I liked their characters, but overall I wasn't that invested in any of the characters. The female character isn't involved in the book for about half of it, and I don't know if I just didn't know enough about her, but I wasn't that interested in her either. At the beginning of the book, Thomas comes and he doesn't know where he is, and the boys are using this weird language, saying things like shuck face and what do they say? Clunk? Shuckface and clunk, and different words that Thomas doesn't understand and the reader doesn't really understand. So it was a bit hard getting past that. I guess it kind of adds to it. You're kind of in the same position Thomas is. But it was a little jarring. The maze was interesting. It wasn't quite what I expected, but overall the book didn't quite live up to my expectations. I'm not sure if it was overhyped for me or what, but it just didn't quite live up to it. I'll still continue on with the series, but I'm not in any rush to read the next one. I really do like the covers in this series, though. I'm definitely a fan of that. Like I said, there wasn't anything particularly bad about it. It wasn't a standout book for me. The characters were good, but not amazing, most of them. And it was just good. I gave it 4 out of 5 on Goodreads, and overall I'd say, yeah, it's pretty much just a solid 4 for me. Which isn't bad. Like I said, I still enjoyed it, and the world building and the world it's set in, and the glade and the maze and what's waiting outside is interesting. It's very different from most dystopians I've read, but it just wasn't amazing, that's all. I do think it was a little overhyped for me, because I've heard good things about this, but I don't know. The epilogue definitely confirmed my suspicions and got me interested in continuing, because I was a little confused at the end. I won't get into that, but the epilogue definitely brought everything around, and I like that. So I will continue on with the series, and I am looking forward to the movie with Dylan O'Brien. I really like his character on Teen Wolf. Wasn't quite the Thomas I was picturing when I was reading it, but it's not a bad casting decision, I don't think. And the other characters like Newt and Minho, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think they were cast pretty well, so I'm looking forward to seeing the movie. We'll see. YA movies are usually pretty hit or miss, but yeah. So overall, I enjoyed this. It just didn't quite live up to my expectations. but I would still recommend it. I like that it's a male protagonist because you don't find that as much in YA. I know we're already into February, these reviews are getting kind of late, but what can you do? So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll see you again soon. So, bye.